Philip Buc, and in this video, I'm going to show you how I draw Mario.
Let's go!
This isn't the first time I've drawn Mario from Super Mario Bros. Recently, I tried my own interpretation of Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Bowser. But since this is a commission, I want to try something different. First, as you can see in these sketches, I'm trying to find a blend between Mario from the video games and Mario from the recent animated movie. You can see I'm trying lots of different poses and compositions. I finally reached one I liked, and here's where I'm putting a final sketch together in Photoshop so that I can print it out and put it on my light pad. The light shines through the drawing, allowing me to trace over the sketch with tighter pencils. I'm doing this drawing on the final piece of paper. Then I lighten it up with the eraser so that the lines aren't as dark, and I realize I forgot to put the M on Mario's hat. I start inking the drawing, and it's not till later that I realize I still made a mistake on the M logo at that angle for the hat. I'll have to go back and fix it with some white Posca markers. Now it's time for me to start inking the rest of the drawing. I use different sized ink pens depending on what part of the drawing I'm doing. Who's your favorite video game character to draw? Then I start using a finer point pen to bring in some hatching and cross hatching, where the lines intersect to show darkness or shadow. I like to do a little bit of this to show some form and three-dimensional nature to my flat drawing. It's time for some details. Now it's time to ink the eyes. I wanted to give them less of a circular shape, more of an oval, maybe even squared off. But I think I'm making a mistake. I'll have to go back and fix the eyes too. Time for Mario's nose. You'll notice that I'm using a lot of little hatched lines to ink the mustache, instead of going in full black. I thought this would be a nice little detail to carry over from the 3D film, and make it look more like his mustache is full of hairs, instead of one solid object. It gives a nice little highlight effect. Time to add a little depth in the mouth. Now this part might look a little strange, but what I'm doing here is I'm taking a thumbtack and flipping it with the pointed side out away from the paper and using some masking tape to hold it in place. And if you try this, make sure not to use very sticky tape. This allows me to place a ruler or any kind of straight edge against the thumbtack and slowly move it around the drawing to create any kind of radiant or dynamic lines. This is often seen in comic books and especially Japanese comic books, manga. If you watched my recent Pikachu video, I explained this process and how I saw it in use by a Japanese artist. I continuously turn the page and the ruler around and round as I give Mario a dynamic background. Here I'm using a rolling ruler to add some shadow under Mario's hat. Of course, this means more cross-hatching. And a little shadow under the nose and ears. Now it's time to use a white Posca marker to make corrections. This marker has a white paint inside that helps me cover up any mistakes or areas that I decide I don't want. It's time to add some rubble. This helps give the illusion that Mario's jumping off of an actual surface instead of floating in the sky. The white marker covers up the lines that intersect. And now I'm finished. As you can see here, I went back and corrected those eyes. I like them better now. I'm happy with how this drawing turned out, and I'm pretty sure that the little boy that received it enjoyed it as well. I hope you enjoyed watching my process, and before you go, I'd like to share this Bible verse with you. I pray that God, the source of hope, will fill you completely with joy and peace because you trust in Him. Then you will overflow with confident hope through the power of the Holy Spirit. Romans 15:13. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.